Hey, welcome to Gary on Guns. I'm your host, Gary Nolan, and I'm talking with Larry Whalen from Black Rifle. Larry, how are you today?
Wonderful today. Great to be at the range again.
It is great to be at the range. This is my concealed carry gun. It's a 40 caliber XD,
great gun.
From Springfield
Yeah.
Armory. And I carry the gun because it has a great deal of impact.
40 is a great personal defense round.
It's a pretty hefty gun, though.
It is.
And what you have in your hand is what?
This is FNH's FN57. This is a very a unique handgun. It shoots a bottlenecked cartridge, so it looks a lot like a rifle round. It's extremely fast and extremely flat shooting, over 2,050 feet per second out of a handgun.
Now, what kind of impact does that have?
Well, it's really neat. It uses a whole different technology. A 40 Smith & Wesson uses 165 or 180 grain bullet, traveling relatively slow compared to the 5.7. This uses velocity and a very light bullet. Through this today, we'll be shooting a 27 grain lead-free projectile. The neat part about that round is the projectile is 0.83 inches long, so it's an extremely long bullet, and it's not like a lead bullet where it's very stable, where it's very consistent. This is all the mass of the bullets in the tail of the bullet. So once that bullet imparts a tissue or a liquid media, the back of the bullet that has all the mass overtakes the front. So we get kind of a camming action. So I've got a 0.83 inch long bullet going sideways through soft tissue. It's an extremely effective personal defense round.
Does that compare with impact to a 40?
Through ballistics gelatin, we get very similar wound cavities, but the really neat part is very low recoil with the 5.7. I can carry 20 rounds in the magazine. It only weighs 19.5 ounces, and the bullet only drops 1 inch at 100 yards. So it addresses a lot of issues with recoil and bullet drop that we have over a traditional handgun with the FN 5.7.
Larry, I understand that there are federal agencies that carry the FN 5.7.
There are. This round that was developed, they've also developed a submachine gun called the P90, and then the civilian version of that is a 16-inch barrel 5.7 chambered rifle called the PS90, and then the 5.7 handguns used by law enforcement around the country. Select agencies have used it, and it's very effective.
Now, I understand too that if you have this type of firearm and you're in an enclosed area, law enforcement are using this gun, and there may be a call to a school or an office building, that there is a distinct advantage to a round fired from this gun over, say, my gun.
Well, yes, it is, and it goes back to that very light bullet going very fast, and the fact that it's not ballistically stable once it imparts a media. Once the nose of it slows down, the back of it overtakes it, it causes the bullet to dump its energy very quickly. So in a wound cavity, we get a very large wound cavity, very lethal, but if we have a shot that misses its target, in a law enforcement or in a personal defense realm, I'm in my house, I have a bullet, I've missed my target, the bullet hits a piece of sheetrock within the stud cavity of a residential construction, 3.5 inches, the bullet has already started to cant forward before it goes through the next piece of sheetrock. Typically, that bullet will travel into the next room about 12 to 14 feet, dumping its energy and found lifeless on the floor, the projectile is, so it's very hard to get one of these out of the house.
So an advantage would be I wouldn't, if I missed, be as afraid that I'm going to shoot somebody in the next room or the next building.
Exactly. Even 9mm, its optimum ballistic angle, 45 degrees, has enough foot-pounds of energy at 500 meters to be lethal. This round is considered to be non-lethal beyond 400 meters.
And it only has the recoil of roughly a 22.
Correct.
Well, let's put it to the test. We brought a watermelon with us,
Yeah.
and we're going to shoot it with this smaller caliber weapon, and then we're going to bring another one up and shoot it with a 40 caliber and see just what kind of impact we have.
Let's see what we get.
All right, Larry, let's do it.
All right, thank you.
Now, Larry, one more thing before we fire, and that is safety. I noticed that you're wearing glasses and I'm wearing protective glasses, and we each have hearing protection.
Our earplugs here, it's vital that we use them on every shot. Hearing's not something you can regain once it's lost. We've got to take good care of ourselves.
So remember, gun safety first, folks. All right, let's test this weapon and see how it does.
All right.
Hold it, I'm not...
Ready to go hot?
No. What the heck? There it is. Ready to go.
Call the shot, we're ready to go?
Ready to go.
All right.
Made it pee itself.
Hold it. Cut. Stop. Okay, Larry, go ahead. Okay, with relatively little recoil, can we show folks the bullet, the round?
Absolutely.
Do they have some idea just how small that is?
Yeah. 5.7 by 28.
Focus on that top half, you see just how small that is. All right, now we're going to try the 40 and see how it works.
Ready to switch melon?
Well, actually,
Do we want to look at the wound on this melon?
yeah, we do.
You might want to talk about the wound on the melon. Oh, that's some serious damage to the melon.
Yeah, you might want to.
Look at that. So it's not a big hole going in,
Holy moly.
but look at how decimated inside.
Gwen, you got to.
Oh, sorry.
All right, you want to look at the impact on that watermelon. It's practically gutted with that tiny bullet. That's amazing, the response. Now we're going to try the 40.
I wonder if we could fish the bullet out.
It's in the dirt.
Is it?
Yeah.
Did it go out?
Oh yeah.
Sure.
It's
It's sticking out? Yeah.
What kind of bullet you got in there?
Watch, Gary.
I got a social ammo.
Okay.
We're rolling. All right, once again, safety glasses are on, ear protection is in. Larry's going to shoot the 40 at an identical watermelon. Well, the impact was considerably different, actually. Larry, what would be the reason for that? Why did the 40 cause so much more damage?
Where he hit it.
shot placement. On my 5.7 shot, I was extremely low on the first shot. But the hydrostatic wound channel of the 5.7, specifically in ballistics gelatin or in soft tissue, as that bullet cants forward, it leaves a retained wound cavity very similar to 45 ACP.
Well, what's amazing is that if we look at the one you shot with the smaller round, it almost hollowed out the water.
With a very small entry wound and not much damage on the front surface. All that damage is on the back surface.
And that's stopping power.
That's the stopping power.
It's lightweight, it's easy to carry, you can carry more rounds in it. You have a much greater likelihood if you miss your target of not hitting somebody in the next room. It has all kinds of advantages. Do you carry this at Black Rifle?
We do. We have it at Black Rifle, and it's what I carry as my personal defense gun.
And Black Rifle is located where?
We're in Columbia at 800 Vandiver.
800 Vandiver, Black Rifle. All right, ladies and gentlemen, quick break. We'll be right back. You are listening to Hot Talk, 93.9, The Eagle.
All right.
No. Just a little below it.
Nope, my headphones fell off.
Did he hit it?
Was
No,
it
you
low?
did not hit it.
You missed
No,
it?
you hit the bar.
Nice.
I'm going to just step back.
I did it with confidence.
Well, you did it with confidence.
You
Yeah.
looked good right up to the time and it didn't hit anything.
Ready to go?
Ready to go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, that's a hit. Let's take a look at that damage.
Oh, that was funny. Oh!
See, look how high the hit was.
Well, in either case, both the watermelons are not going to attack anybody else. You have stopped them dead in their tracks.
We have completely neutralized both of these melons.
All right. Larry, thank you so much.
Let's go get some fruit salad.
You got it, buddy. We'll be right back.